If we consider the fact that many people have multiple periods of benefit receipt, the true extent of long-term benefit dependence becomes clearer. Of the people on benefit in June 2009, there were over 177,000 who had spent 7 or more years on the benefit since 1993. That's equivalent to the entire populations of the cities of Dunedin and Invercargill who have spent more than 7 years on benefit. The number of people on benefits for such long periods of time is deeply concerning. And what is more concerning is that we know that being long-term on benefit is a corrosive experience. And many of the people who are on benefit more or less continuously are actually able and wanting to work. We need to ask why more sole parents receiving the DPB are not in paid work. New Zealand has the third lowest measured rate of employment of sole parents in the OECD. And we have to ask whether the structure of our benefit system is contributing to this result. For some people with disabilities or illness, we need to ask whether the benefit system focuses too heavily on what they can't do instead of what they can do. According to the evidence, the well-being of people who are disabled or unwell or on benefits could be improved by getting back into work sooner. But they need the right support from the community and from employers. The current system, established in the previous century and tinkered with by successive governments, is not effectively responding to the demographic, economic, and social realities of New Zealand in 2010, let alone those that we'll face in the future. For many individuals and their families, we need a fundamental rethink of the support we are offering to people in need of income support. The old approach emphasized the security of a modest benefit. But I don't think the old approach provides real security. It simply locks many people into a life on benefit and robs them. Real security is provided by the earnings, confidence, the social contact, better health, and future prospects that participation in the workforce offers. For those who have no capacity to work, we have a responsibility to meet the real costs of their long-term support. We also have a responsibility to ensure that they are able to participate effectively in their communities. For those for whom work is possible, we must refocus our efforts and resources. Children growing up with a parent or parents on long-term benefits don't get security. They are left too often with limited aspirations and limited opportunities. The human cost this represents is surely a concern to every New Zealander. The financial costs are also a concern. Right now, we are spending about $7.5 billion of core government expenditure on benefits. We need to consider whether this investment we are making in the current system is actually delivering the results we should expect. A recent study estimated that the future fiscal liability of people on the benefit in 2009 was in the order of 24 to 31% of GDP. This is a very large figure, and we need to ask whether we are investing enough and investing in the right areas in order to reduce these future costs. Our task is not easy. The challenge over the next 2 days is for every person in this room to debate the issues and contribute to the process in a constructive way. We need to confront some complex and difficult questions. Here are some just to kick off the debate. What can be done to reduce the cycle of benefit receipt between parents and children? We know from research that the family environment is vital in nurturing hope and aspirations. 1 in 5 children currently lives in a family that is receiving a benefit. Is this an outcome we want from the benefit system? Why are so many young people leaving school without the skills they need to support, ending up on a benefit and staying there? What are the hard questions we should be asking of the education system? And what do we need to do to improve the prospects for those who have been receiving sickness or invalids benefits for long periods? What are the supports and the changes in community attitudes that need to be put in place? We might not all agree on the answers, but these questions need to be asked. We need to engage in a new dialogue, as we cannot keep doing what we have been doing and failing for a very long time. We need solutions that are innovative. We need the best possible evidence about what works and what doesn't work. And we need to be ambitious for what we can achieve for the future. We have a lot to learn, share, and consider over the next 2 days. Every one of you here has an important role to play. To be successful, we need to respect differences of opinion, and we need to be open to testing boundaries. We have a unique opportunity to challenge some old myths and engage in a debate about one of New Zealand's most pressing issues. In closing, I'd just like to say that my colleagues and I on the Welfare Working Group are grateful to you all for your participation in the forum. Forward to the opportunity to talk and hear from you, and we invite you all to use the next 2 days well. Thank you very much.